back to Night Smile. Today I have my February book haul, and okay, I went to go lay out all the books I'll be talking about today, so I have them here next to me. I have way more than I thought I did, even though I've been unboxing some books in my reading vlogs. Yes, I got some awesome books, some poetry collections, some contemporary, some fantasy. We just got like a little bit of everything this month. Yes, so grab a snack and let's get into this. Today's video is so kindly sponsored by my friends over at HarperCollins. There's a new book that'll be coming out on March 5th, and I'm so excited for this book. It's been blurbed by Becky Albertelli as well as Angie Thomas, and so it's just, yeah, it's high up on my list. The Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. Look how beautiful this cover is. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I tried to like match the main character on the cover here, Kate. Opposite of Always comes out on March 5th, and it follows our main character, Jack, who he is the king of almost, because he has almost achieved many things in his life, but he feels like he is cursed because he has just almost achieved things. You know what I mean? Like he's just barely fallen short of success, and it's just something that he feels like is inevitable, until one day he goes to this party and meets this girl named Kate who's just changes his world. Jack and Kate end up hanging out all night and realizing they have a lot in common, and their relationship just easily falls together, and Jack feels like he has finally achieved at something in his life. That is until Kate dies. After Kate dies, he ends up going back in time to the moment they first met and gets to redo everything and hopefully try and prevent her death this time around. Sounds like a beautiful contemporary book with a little bit of that time travel element in it. Angie Thomas, like I said, blurbed it and said, "Jack King is the hero we've all been waiting for." HarperCollins also sent me these super cute pennants, I believe they're called, felt flags, and it has our two main characters, Jack and Kate, as well as a little quote from the book. So I have three of them here if you can see. There's this blue one and then another yellow one here. There's actually a sweepstakes going on right now, which I will include the link down below so you guys can sign up and enter. 25 lucky people will win both this book as well as the three cute little flags here. Sweepstakes ends on March 1st, so you definitely want to sign up and enter. Everything, the book, the sweepstakes will be down below. And yeah. Okay, the next two books I have here are by my favorite modern poet. You guys already know if you've been following me. She sent me both of these books and signed them and wrote me a beautiful message, so thank you so much, Amanda. I am just in love with you and your poetry and everything. Amanda Lovelace's newest poetry collection, The Mermaid's Voice, returns in this one. You guys already know how much I love her poetry collection series. The first book was The Princess Saves Herself in this one. The second one is The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one. And finally, the very last book in her poetry collection. Each book focuses on a different theme, or actually multiple themes. For example, The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one focuses on female empowerment and what women have to go through on a day-to-day basis, but the way she structures it, telling it in a story similar to the witch trials. It says here in a little letter that they sent me that much like her first two books in this series, The Mermaid's Voice returns in this one blends fairy tale lore with real-life musings. It grapples with themes of power, love, loss, redemption, and the liberation of writing your own ending. I'm not ready for this to end. What I love the most about Amanda Lovelace's writing is how empowering it is. I'm not gonna get choked up. There's definitely a trigger warning for just about everything in all of her poetry collections. She talks about abuse, she talks about violence, domestic violence. I believe The Mermaid's Voice returns in this one is already out, but if it's not, I'll put the date that it comes out here. And the second collection she sent me is Dragon Hearts, which is actually a collaboration between her and two other authors. So this includes poetry from Nikita Gill, Amanda Lovelace, as well as Trista Mateer. Now, I'm not sure if I've read anything by Nikita Gill, but I know she's a popular poet as well, and I've seen her poetry on Instagram. Come and see how I have tamed the monster that once tried to kill the good in me. But once again, these poems are about empowerment, about love, about loss, about finding power within yourself. I have not one, but two poetry collections with Amanda's poems in them, and I am just over the moon. So thank you so much, Amanda. The next book I ordered, which I'm so excited about because I officially feel like I have a foot in the adult fantasy world. After reading Nevernight and God's Grave, after reading those books, I really want to read more adult fantasy, and a lot of you guys recommended me this book here. I'm not sure if it's a series or just a standalone, but it is a big boy. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, I believe. But just look at this bad boy. This is pushing, I think, like 600 pages. I also have the audiobook of this as well, but because it's an adult high fantasy, I don't know if I'll be able to follow it in audiobook form. Based off the synopsises, multiple synopsises. We're following our main character from childhood all the way to adulthood, how he became the most powerful wizard in this world. That's all I know about it. That's all I honestly want to know. I'm just really excited. I hopefully will be reading this next month. So yes, look forward to a reading vlog with this one. The next book I ordered along with this one is Freedom is a Constant Struggle by Angela Davis, Ferguson, Palestine, and the Foundation of a Movement. I actually first saw this book on Bookstagram, the black side of Bookstagram. This little book is a collection of essays, interviews, speeches by Angela Davis that are basically woven together to connect various different events all over the world. I was really interested in learning more about the Palestine-Israeli conflict, and a couple of you guys actually recommended this book, and then I saw it in my feed as well. Angela Davis illuminates the connection between struggle against state violence and oppression throughout the history and around the world, reflecting on the importance of Black feminism, intersectionality, and prison abolitionism. Davis discusses the legacies of previous liberation struggles from the Black freedom movement to the South African apartheid movement. She highlights connections and analyzes today's struggles against the state terror from Ferguson to Palestine. I feel like this is a really important book to read. Like the synopsis said, it connects a lot of world movements. One thing that I love about Angela Davis is she has this very intersectional view on everything, but I hope to learn more not just about what's going on in Palestine, but how that relates and connects to other movements going on. The next book I have here I received from Penguin Random House, so thank you so much to them. The Last Voyage of Poe Blythe by Ali Condi. Now, I was a huge fan of Ali Condi. I know a lot of people didn't like the Matched trilogy. Personally, I was obsessed with the Matched books. The first book and the second book I loved. The third book was yes, I was on the Matched boat. Yeah, and I haven't read anything by Ali Condi since then. It follows our main character Poe, who is the captain of the Outpost's last mining ship. So that it's this ship that pulls gold out of the ground or out of the ocean floor or the river floor or some floor of some water way. I'm just now reading the synopsis here. It says here that Poe has vowed to annihilate the River Raiders, which I'm guessing is a group of people in this fantasy futuristic world. Sabata here actually blurbed the book, and she said it's a compelling serpentine journey into the heart of grief and the way it can threaten to destroy and what it looks like to survive. I am here for all survival adventure stories, so I'm really excited about this. Next, giant stack of contemporary, are they all contemporary books? I think they are. Next stack of books I have here are arcs that I received from Fierce Reads, so thank you so much to them. First book I have here comes out May 2019, and it is called Hold My Hand by Michael Barakiva. It follows our main character Alec, who is an Armenian American kid, and he falls in love with this boy named Ethan, and basically his whole life changes. He becomes a more confident person. He learns more about himself as well as other people. His and Ethan's anniversary is coming up, and they want to do something special together. Before their anniversary, Alec finds out something about Ethan that ends up changing their whole relationship. Sounds like a really sweet contemporary book. Oh yes, hold on. This next book, I gotta show you the cover because it is the cutest thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, eyeliner on point. Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi. I believe I'm saying her name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. It says here this is a queer hate to love story, which I'm so excited about because you guys know my favorite like romance in books is like hate to love. We're following two girls who end up being cast in a play together and have to end up working together for this play even though they cannot stand to be around each other. But of course, time makes love a thing for them. This cover I am 100% gonna have to recreate, you guys. Like, look at this. Look how beautiful. I think I have a flower like that and a shirt like this and a choker like that that I could use to recreate this photo. This book follows our main character Chloe, who is an aspiring major, a person who dances professionally. Before her mom passed away, she told her that she absolutely, no dancing, like I don't want you to be a dancer. Despite what her mom wants, she decides to pursue dancing and ends up having to drive 200 miles to this audition that could change her life. Kind of a road trip book, but the catch is that along the way, her friend Eli insists on hitching a ride with his dog. We have her, someone she may or may not have a crush on, as well as his dog in a car going 200 miles. Sounds like it's gonna be a really funny, really sweet road trip contemporary book. Ooh, okay. The next book I have here is Remember Me by Chelsea Babulski. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. This book sounds right up my alley. We're following our main character Nell, who moves into this really old hotel that was built back in 1879. She starts to notice weird things going on. So like doors shutting on themselves, locking on themselves. As time passes, more and more strange things start going on, and he learns that a very like terrifying murder actually happened in the hotel, and he's starting to piece things together. The last book I have here from Fierce Reads is Just My Luck by Jennifer Honeyborn. Oh my god, okay, so this book takes place in Maui, I believe, which is super exciting. And I'm a little biased. You know, I'm from the islands, but yeah, I've never read a book that takes place in the islands. I actually think Molokai was the only book that I read that takes place in the Hawaiian Islands, so I'm so excited. Following our main character, who she works at a hotel on Maui and she's a housekeeper, but she finds that she has started getting bad luck and she believes it's tied to the fact that she has stolen things from the people that she's like cleaning the rooms for. She's determined to return every item she's ever stolen in order to get her luck back, but she ends up meeting someone named Will who she kind of starts falling for, and it breaks her rule of not falling for someone who's an out-of-towner, so someone who's just coming to Maui to stay for a little while. Together, I believe he ends up helping her return all the items to their owners. It sounds like a really cute book, and like I said, I'm so excited to read this one because it takes place on Maui, and I can imagine everything perfectly, you know? The last two things I have here are actually promotional boxes that I received. So the first one here, if you can see from the title, is called Blood Witch. So I believe this is the last book in the Truth Witch series by Susan Denard. I have not read any of the books in this series, but I really want to because I love anything that's witchy, anything that's fantasy. First thing in here is this little pin, and it says the Witchlands on it. Cute little pouch on here, and it says hanging on by a thread. I'm guessing that's a quote from the book as well. Tote that has a map of the world on it, which is so cool. Also included these gloves, which is so cool. I'm not sure, does a character in the book series wear gloves? They have these like weird dots on them. I'm guessing it's like tone powers or something like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in here is actually all three of the books. So we have Truth Witch, Wind Witch, and the last book, Blood Witch, which the cover is so cool. Yes, thank you so much to Tortine. I'm so excited to read this series. I really need to get on it. Let me know what you guys think down below if you've already read it. I've heard good things. I heard it's about different witches with different powers, some elementals, some like mind control or something like that. Last box that I have that I'm so excited for because it says Rick Riordan Presents on it, so I already know this is from Big Honko Media, so thank you so much, you guys. Sal and Gabby on it, and I'm so excited. If you guys can see, I have a whole Rick Riordan shelf. I said his name correctly this time. Riordan, not Reardon, Riordan. You guys know Rick Riordan is my favorite human being in this world. All of his books under his imprint. First thing in here is this water bottle, this magic wand. Sorry, everything's covered in this like fuzzy dust, so I'm trying to keep it all together so it doesn't get all over my carpet. Then there is a pack of playing cards. I'm guessing magic is involved in this book, or there's a character that does like magic tricks or something like that. Okay, and then there's this little magic question case thing. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm guessing, oh, this is one of those little boxes where you put a coin in it and you can make the coin disappear by like shaking it or something. I'll figure this out later. Oh my goodness, you guys! You guys, there's a brown girl on the cover. I am here for it. Sal and Gabby Break the Universe by Carlos Hernandez. Look at this, look at her hair. It's like my hair. Cover is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. This is like someone put like my color scheme on a book. Oh, my favorite colors, you guys. So one character in this book actually is obsessed with magic and becoming a magician. I believe it is Sal. Yes, it says Sal prides himself on being an excellent magician. One of the two main characters in this book finds out that he actually can do magic. He can manipulate time and space, which can put the entire universe at risk here. So I believe this is inspired by Cuban mythology, but I may be incorrect. It sounds like a wonderful story and I'm so excited to read it. I'm going to pop it right above Arusha. All the books I have today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, keep reading and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!